I've known Carol for a while now, like over a year. Hey, Carol is an awesome graphic designer, and she's been freelance for
12 years.
Very long time, 12 years. So she's a seasoned pro, and she also lives in the South Peninsula, where I do, which is great. And Carol is an incredibly, she's a very inspiring person, because Carol's attitude to life is just amazing, and she's one of these people, like, you chat to her and you're like, I want to talk to you more. So I think, yeah, Carol, I mean, if you could kind of chat about things we've been talking about how your attitude really shapes your reality, that would be great. Cool.
Can I come? Just to follow on about, no, I don't want to, if you can't hear me, just say after it. To follow on with the pictures, just quickly before we go into the next one, is, you know, when I started out, it was like, I want to pitch, I want to do this. And as soon as I got a little bit more confident in myself, I was like, actually no, my time is so valuable. This is crazy, I'm not going to be doing pitching for free anymore. My clients completely changed. So the attitude of the work that I got changed. No one ever asks me for a free pitch, never. Because of one reason. It doesn't enter my mind to do a free pitch for people. That's my attitude. So what I'm going into now is, I'll do very, very briefly. So what I am as well as a life coach. So I'm standing up here as a life coach and a graphic designer and a freelancer. And what happened a couple of weeks ago was that I realized I had one job. And I've got a bond, and I've got a son, and I've got bills, and I had one job. And all of a sudden it was like complete scarcity. The recession, all my eggs that I had in my little basket had slowly but surely, my clients had dwindled off because there was no money in their accounts anymore. And I had a complete wobbly, and I'm sure that you guys might feel that as well sometimes. Anyone who's feeling the same kind of stuff? Okay. So when the tough get going, what I did, I went to a financial coach workshop. And yes, it does deal with the financial side, but the first part of the day was complete and utterly your mindset and your scarcity, because your scarcity will bring scarcity back to you. Okay, sounds a bit crazy when you go into it, but what I've written down 6 things that I got out of the workshop and some life coaching stuff. One of them is pay yourself first. Really, how much value, again, do you give yourself? And it's an interesting question. So I did all of these things that I'm going to tell you about. From literally no jobs, to 2 weeks I was so busy. I had international clients. I had fresh new clients that I was so excited to get my hands on. I was just on 7th heaven. So this is what I did, some of the things I did. Pay yourself first, okay. 10% of my hours I give to charity. So how much hours do you bill a month? Try and figure that out. 10% give away. Okay, so give to somebody. Find a charity that means something to you. For me, it's my son's school. They get my time and my energy. They're a non-profit organization. I get so much out of it, you've got no idea. And I use that for my portfolio. So don't think that it's just a win-win situation. It's very much it's an exposure for me, it's an energy exchange, and it's me giving out. The more I give out, the more I get back. Okay, so you've got to be in action of doing something differently. Okay, so if you're doing the same stuff, guess what? Nothing's going to happen. Do something differently. So what I did, I thought out the box. I picked up the phone and I made those calls that were like actually embarrassing to make. But no, I wanted to do something differently. So it's shifting that energy in your business to do something that you haven't done before. Okay. How many of you guys set monthly goals? What is your target for a month? Just in a show of hands, how many actually said, this is what I want to earn in a month? It's so important. It's so important. It gives you that goal. And not only monthly goals, but weekly goals. Like, what are you going to achieve this week? So for me, it's getting a website up for myself. It's getting my portfolio together. Stuff that I haven't done, actually. And it's crazy. Set yourself goals. Another thing is your mindset. So if your mindset is, oh my God, everyone out there is not paying freelancers, guess what? You're right. Okay. There's so much work out there. There really is. Think about it. If you're starting to have those thoughts, what can you do to stop yourself right there and then and say, what context can I create for that day? And I'm going to speak English here because that's coaching work. What do you want to say to yourself? So I've got on my little sticky note on my computer, I attract abundance in all areas of my life. So abundance is, I've got more than I need. That's what it means to me. I've got more clients than I need, and I've got more money than I need. And ask anyone, how am I doing? I don't have enough time to do all the work. Because of one thing, my attitude and my context for that day. Because whatever you believe, you will be right. You even just walk away with that concept today. Whatever you believe, you are going to be proven right. Okay, so let's shift that. If you're wanting to have so much money in your bank account at the end of the month, do it. Put that out there, and you will get that. And lastly, get 20% out of your comfort zone. Okay, do something that's a little risky. Pick up the phone to that ad agency that you knew of somebody, 5 years ago that you might have a contact there. Pick up the phone and say, listen, I want to come and see you. I've got my portfolio and I want to talk to you. Do something different and be 20% out of your comfort zone. Last thing, be in integrity with yourself. That's a very important thing. So if you promise your client you're going to do something, then do it. If you're moaning about clients not paying you, please, I'm going to ask you to look at your bill. Is your telecom paid? Is your VAT up to date? Are your printers, bills to your printers paid? You will get that in return. So the more you pay out, the more people will pay you. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Freelancers and solos to take over the world.